What is going on, guys? My name is Jerm and welcome back to the channel. And if you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and subscribe. Tier list time. We've gotten, since the last tier list I made about a couple weeks ago, we've gotten 3 brand new LRs here on the JP side. God Goku is not new. He's been out on global for a while, so you know it's kind of but you know we have to rank him still, right? Now that I've actually used the character and have decided my feelings about him, I can actually place him properly. But LR Baby ZZA and Omega Shenron are the 2 new LRs that we're going to be adding here to the tier list. Here is what the tier list is currently looking like for me. I mean, yeah, it's kind of stays the same, to be honest. That's being completely fair. I do think that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is still number 1, but I mean, at this point, the top 4 units in the game, right? These 4 right here can basically be mixed and matched, so I don't really care too much, right? And in these 2 weeks, we have gotten the hardest boss fight in the game, which is the new Omega Shenron stage of the Birth of Shadow Dragons event. So we can start ranking units based off that fight right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about it, right? As you guys all know, here's how I lay out my tier list. Here's the fodder tier, right? The fodder tier is pretty much characters you can't run. Am I saying you can't beat the red zone? Oh, by the way, this is 100% my opinion, okay? You are allowed to have your own opinions on characters. That's great. That's cool. That's how Dokkan should be. If you like, let's say you think Team Universe 7 is one of the best characters in the game still, I mean, go for it. Raise them up your tiers if you want to. But end of the day, this is 100% my opinion. I would love to hear you guys' opinion down in the comment below. So yeah, D tier characters are like passable characters or basically used for Super Battle only type characters. They're good. They're like bad, but like you can run them, right? C tier characters are kind of middle of the way, right? They're like okay. B tier characters, same thing. They're like okay, but they're a little bit better. A tier characters are the majority of characters that can fight in the red zone and are pretty decent. S tier characters can handle some of the weight. Z tier characters can handle the majority of the weight, and then the Z plus characters are the best characters in the game, basically. So let's talk about it, right? Let's start with God Goku since he came out first. Then we'll do Omega. We'll talk about the EZAs and then we'll place Omega because Omega is special. Omega is a carnival LR, right? So let's talk about God Goku. I did not like using God Goku, being 100%, but he's definitely not a bad unit for sure. I think he's properly placed like right here. The A tier is like fine because you can plop him on the team, and if you get lucky with the dodges, it's like yeah, he's good. But then if he doesn't dodge, he can get caught. So how I feel about God Goku, I personally dislike the character. You guys already know me. I am a God Goku hater, man. I do love physical God Goku, but this guy's not physical God Goku, right? This guy's pretty bad. Well, for me, he was pretty bad, right? I hated using him, but again, it's the RNG. So if this guy's dodging every single attack, you'll put him up higher. If he's not dodging every single attack like me, I personally would place him right here if I was, you know, that big. Like, yeah, no, he sucks, but I know he can be good. It's just he has his issues, right? So it's like I would probably consider like I think this works out fine. By the way, I don't really rank these units based on like if they're better than the next unit until we get to like right here, right? And once we get to like Z and Z plus, that's when I rank like the units on like, okay, I think this character is better than this character, and I think this character is better than that character. Now, the one that a lot of people always talk about is Beast. Why is Beast in my top 10? Here's the thing. I think Beast, Carnival Goku, LR Final Form Cooler, Gohan, and Gohan can all kind of be mixed and matched as well, right? But I think once you get to this cutoff point right here, Vegeta and Trunks up, that's a different level of game. So yeah, God Goku, by the way, God Goku is, he can be good. That's the thing that hurts me, right? He's like, he can be good, but he just wasn't good for me. If you guys know what I mean, right? The RNG just said, yeah, you're good. Okay, moving on, we have LR Baby, the most recent LR EZA in the game, which I had a lot of fun with LR Baby. I think LR Baby is quite the good unit. Let's see. Again, it doesn't really matter where I place him, right? Do I think he's better than... I think he's better than Kale and Caulifla and God Goku, but I don't think he's better than Beerus. I would probably place him like high A tier. If there was like an A plus or S minus tier, that's probably where I put Baby, right? I can start making like A plus, S minus, whatever you want to say, call it. But I would say Baby's like around this area right here. He would be perfect in the middle, probably like right here. I'll put him in the S tier. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He is really good, right? It's just Baby can get hit really hard before he supers, but once after Baby supers, he's just fine. Supers will still do a lot of damage, right? But like that, who doesn't take damage from a super nowadays, right? Unless you're one of these guys, you know, unless you're them fully built up, unless you're him fully built up, unless you're her, and unless you're him and super full power, you're like, who's really taking a lot of damage, right? So I would personally put Baby like S tier, right? Again, really, it's more or less like he's right in between the two tiers, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, put him in S tier. The thing that holds Baby back is he doesn't really have a great slot 1 character to place him, right? Baby's slot 1 character, off of his best linking partners, there just really isn't one, right? Because his best linking partner that's really good is LR Final Form Cooler, which, guess what? Cooler is a slot 2-3 character. He's not a slot 1. So let's say the next Dokkan Fest, which I am going to make a video on that, right? Who's the next Dokkan Fest going to be? We're going to get the next Dokkan Fest teaser tonight, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm recording this on the 26th. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get the Dokkan Fest teaser tonight. But we'll see who it is. If it is Baby, who's a slot 1 Baby, dub. Baby will move up in the tier list if I really can't place him. Once Baby gets his slot 1 help, that's when I could probably start talking about, okay, yeah, he's maybe here. Because I think Baby's pretty decent, right? I mean, obviously, I don't think he's going to move up to Z tier just from one partner, but I think he's pretty good enough to be put up here, right? Definitely one of the better yellow coin characters in the game. Finally, we have Carnival Omega Shenron. Now, I don't have Carnival Omega Shenron. Let me get that out of the way. You know what? No. We'll keep him in A tier. I think that's fine. That's fair because I was gonna place Omega here, and I do think Omega is better than Baby. So, honestly, no, I can't disrespect Omega. He's Z tier. It's just, it's really bad, right? Like his conditions they don't get in the way of him being a good character, right? They really don't. They don't get in the way of him being a good character, but it is kind of annoying, right? This guy can tank pretty well. He can tank really good, right? Having to have GT bosses to activate the majority of his passive is pretty bad. So I'll be honest with you guys, because quick, take a look. Out of the top, let's see. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, top 15 characters, top 15 LRs in the game. None are GT bosses except him. Then you start going down to this, and it's like, nope, there's no GT bosses here. LR Baby is legitimately like the only GT boss that's close to being like super good, but guess what, buddy? Omega can be ran in slot 1 when he has his damage reduction up. I mean, it's as simple as that, right? From the gameplay that I have seen of Omega, I can tell you he is a very good character, but he can get hit. I've seen him take damage, so it's like, can he be good? Yes. Do we need GT bosses buffs? 1,000,000%. Yes, because we have LR Baby, and then who else? Right? LR Super 17. You running LR Super 17 in 2023? You running LR Super 17 against Omega Shenron? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. The Legion of Shadow Dragon unit who can get hit for a lot of damage? Yeah, I didn't think so either. Right. So it's just, I don't know. We need more GT bosses buffs. Again, personally, I can't really talk too much about Omega Shenron because I don't own the character. I just know he's somewhere in like this range. So he can be in like the top 10, right? Like he can be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or even, you know, that like 15, right? Is where I would personally put Omega Shenron. It's just, since I don't have the unit, I haven't been able to play with the unit at its full potential. So it's just kind of hard to really judge him. Again, as I stated in the beginning, as I always will state with these tier list videos, this is 100% my opinion. So I'll talk about it as if I was using the character. I haven't used Omega from the gameplay that I've seen of Omega. I can tell you he's somewhere around here, right? Other than that, though, any other changes I want to make? I mean, fodder is fodder, right? All these guys will get destroyed in red zone, and even Omega Shenron. My next tier list, right? My next tier list is going to be based around the Omega Shenron fight. So I will be bringing a lot of characters into the Omega fight and testing them out there. You may see a lot of changes. Not gonna lie to you guys, but I think that's pretty much set in stone, right? Nothing changes in the top 4. I think the top 4 is pretty much cemented at this point. The next LRs that we're going to be getting in the game are going to be the worldwide download celebration characters. So I mean, it's gonna change. Trust me, the top 4 will change post worldwide. If not, oh boy. But that's about it for me, right? I think that this is probably good. Give me just a moment. We'll get the top 10 built here, and then we'll wrap up. But yeah, I think this is fine. All right, and here they are assembled in top 10 fashion. Again, this is 100% my opinion. This is not fact. This is not nothing. This is whatever, right? Super Saiyan 4 Goku at 1. That's just my personal preference. Bulma at 2. Piccolo at 3. GT Duo at 4, right? Then the Blue Fusions. Honestly, the Blue Fusions can pretty much be put together in the same number, but this is how I feel. Blue Vegito is better than Blue Gogeta, in my opinion. Then we have the Z Duo, which this could change. With Omega Shenron being a pretty long, right, in quotations, long fight, the Z Duo could go up in tiers, right? AGL Carnival Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks are still holding strong. Jeez. All of these characters are 2023, except like Gohan, Piccolo, and Vegeta and Trunks. Again, as I mentioned when I talked about him, literally every character in this bracket right here, right? Once I get Omega Shenron and actually play with Omega Shenron, we'll see how this changes for me. But literally every single character here can be like number 10, right? You have Beast, you have Carnival Go. Literally this, you can mix and match this entire thing and it will still make sense that these characters are like good, right? You can do something like this, you can do this, you can do this. Cooler, Beast, Birdku, Gohan, Gohan. It's like they're all basically the same thing, right? So if you really despise the fact that I think Gohan might be top 10 potential, sure, you can say Cooler's better, which you can say Birdku's better, you can say Gohan's better, sure. I literally I do not care because it's your opinion. My opinion is Gohan is 10. Simple as that. So if you guys made it all the way to the end of the tier list, as always, leave your boy a like and a subscribe. I mean, daily Dokkan content. That's all I gotta say. And that's about it for me. Let me know in the comments down below if you disagree, agree. Dealer's choice. Leave your boy a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.